2025, Daniel Jones played one of the best football of his life.
Dimes dive is in.
Hell yeah!
3 touchdowns in 2 weeks, Danny Dimes dive. The Colts, okay? I said last week, everybody laughed. Colts go win Super Bowl.
Is that Daniel Jones or is that Peyton Manning playing quarterback for the Indianapolis Colts?
It's about Daniel Jones doing what he's doing for the Indianapolis Colts. And what he's doing for the Indianapolis Colts is quite simply something we've never seen from the Colts at the quarterback position before.
He had a 68% completion rate, passer rating of over 100, and for the first time in 6 years, nobody was questioning if this man belongs. But just 1 year ago, this man was benched, not for a proven veteran, but for Tommy DeVito, an undrafted quarterback almost nobody had ever heard of.
So we're making a quarterback switch here from Daniel, and we're going to go with Tommy. After evaluating a bunch of things and looking at a lot of tape, and being around Tommy last year where he created a little bit of a spark for us. That's the reason why we're going with Tommy.
It's about, it's about the team and what's best for the team. And, I think, I know the guys will be ready to go. I know Tommy will be ready to go this week.
But underneath all of this, you could hear it, the frustration, the embarrassment, the reality that the Giants had already made up their mind about him. And just a few days later, they released him entirely. 6 years, $160 million, and it ended like this.
The opportunity to play for the New York Giants was truly a dream come true, and I'm extremely grateful to the Mara and Tisch families for the chance to play here. There have been some great times, but of course, we all wish there had been more of those. I take full responsibility for my part in not bringing more wins.
But honestly, maybe this was always how it was going to end, because from the moment Daniel Jones was drafted 6th overall in 2019, people were already calling him a mistake.
At no point in any of watching Duke play football did I feel like I was watching the number 6 pick in the NFL draft.
Responds to a 6th pick in the NFL draft and your head coach sitting there like this? What the hell are we doing?
It's like when you watch tape on Daniel Jones, you go, he's good. There's nothing that wows you. He's not a 6th pick wow.
That was the reaction before he played a single snap. And look, this wasn't just any quarterback job. This was the New York Giants, Eli Manning's team. 16 years, 2 Super Bowls, and 2 Super Bowl MVPs. That's the legacy they handed a 22-year-old kid. That was not an opportunity. That was a trap. But despite all of that, Jones actually showed something in year 1. He had 24 total touchdowns, over 3,000 yards in 12 starts. Those were real flashes, real potential. Though he had 12 interceptions, 8 fumbles, and the ball security was rough. But those were fixable problems with the right coach and the right support system. And then, the Giants made the first in a long line of decisions that would slowly take this man apart.
Following breaking news, the Giants fired their head coach.
The news comes less than 24 hours after the team finished their less than stellar season with a loss to the Eagles.
Pat Schumer got fired after year 1.
Coach obviously believed in me. Coach believed in all of us, and disappointing. Obviously, that's part of the business and part of the game at this level.
You always feel responsible when a coach gets fired, and it's obviously because as players we didn't do our part. We didn't play well enough. We didn't win enough games.
And the replacement, Joe Judge, now widely considered one of the worst coaching hires in modern NFL history. Under Judge, Jones didn't grow. He regressed, and things got ugly fast. The Giants' offensive line couldn't protect anybody. Daniel Jones was getting hits constantly, sacked, pressured, and running for his life every single week. And in 2021, a severe neck injury ended his season early. This man was just trying to become an NFL starting quarterback, while his own team was physically breaking him down. And the fan base and the media, they put all of it on Jones.
Daniel Jones being a starter is betraying the other 52 men on the roster.
He's weak. Why would he even be a starter in this league? For what? For who? What's he done?
Nobody was asking what this system was doing to him. They already had their verdict. Then 2022 came. The Giants hired a new head coach, Brian Daboll, the offensive mind who turned Josh Allen into an elite quarterback. And for the first time, things actually started to click. The Giants were 9-7, had a playoff win, which was the first in over a decade. And it looked like Jones had the most efficient season as a Giant. The narrative finally started to shift. But here's what was actually happening. Saquon Barkley was carrying this offense. He was the reason defenses were stressed. He was the reason space existed. He was the the engine. Jones' role in that 2022 success was real, but it was limited. He wasn't being asked to carry the team. He was being asked not to lose the game. And then the Giants front office had a decision to make. Both Jones and Barkley were up for extensions. They could only prioritize one, but they chose Jones. 4 years, $160 million. Barkley went to Philadelphia, and with him went the one team that had been making the whole system work. Without him and without a functional offensive line, Daniel Jones was exposed. And what happened next wasn't just bad, it was historically bad. The 2023 Giants offensive line allowed 85 sacks, the second most in NFL history. 85. Think about what that means for a quarterback. Think about what that does to your body, your confidence, and your rhythm. He lasted just 6 games, neck injury, then a torn ACL. The season was over before it started. 2024 wasn't much better. 8 touchdowns in 10 starts. The Giants had seen enough. They benched him. 6 years, $160 million, and they released him days later. Most players don't come back from moments like that. The humiliation alone was enough to end you. But what Daniel Jones did next showed the kind of person he was. Within days of his release, the Minnesota Vikings called. The Vikings signed him, not as a starter, but as a practice squad player. A man who just got paid $160 million on a practice squad. He could have demanded a starting job somewhere, anywhere, but instead, he sat behind Sam Donald. He watched, he studied, he quietly rebuilt everything that New York had taken away from him.
But then going to Minnesota, I saw how Sam prepared, how, Kevin prepared those guys, Josh McCown, Grant Udinski, that crew, and how detailed they were day in and day out on every little bit of the plan and how they're going to study it, what they're looking for, walking through it, quizzing each other in the quarterback room. And that made a big impression on me. And I was like, okay, this is maybe the next level of some of that stuff.
He never took a meaningful snap with the Vikings, but the quarterback who left Minnesota was not the same one who arrived.
We got him. The Indianapolis Colts have signed their quarterback, not only of next year, but of the future. Danny Dimes, Indiana Jones, has signed with the Indianapolis Colts on a 1-year, $14 million deal. And look out, AFC South. Look out, AFC. We got our guy.
In March of 2025, the Colts signed Daniel Jones. No guarantees. He still had to beat out Anthony Richardson, the 4th overall pick in 2023, just to get the starting job. The competition was real, but he wins it anyway.
This is about right. Go someplace else. Just like Darnold did last year with Minnesota, 1 year and $10 million, you go to Indianapolis 1 year and $14 million and show that you belong in this league before you get another damn dime. I like that. Doesn't bother me.
In week 1, Daniel Jones looked like a completely different quarterback. 22 of 29, 272 yards, 2 rushing touchdowns, and the Colts destroyed Miami 33-8. No celebration, no screaming, just quiet confidence, and after that, he never looked back. Daniel Jones spent 6 years in New York, being asked to do the impossible, overcome bad coaching, survive a broken offensive line, replace a legend, all at the same time. He couldn't do it, but here's what nobody wants to say. Nobody could have done it. But in Indianapolis, nobody needed him to save a franchise. They just needed a quarterback who could make smart decisions and let the people around him do their jobs. When that was finally the ask, Daniel Jones answered it. The narrative around this man is still being written, but right now, one thing feels painfully obvious. Daniel Jones was never the problem in New York. New York was the problem.
A lot of people have asked me about, you had so much criticism and so many people said this and that about you, but there's also a lot of people during that time who kept telling me, they thought I could play or they thought I could do it. And a lot of those people were like the people that I respected the most.